Good morning, Cougars. Happy Friday, April 17th, 2020. Glad that you could all join us this morning. Jake, let me get your flag and we can start with the flag salute. And take it away, Jake.
Good morning, Carpenter Cougars. Jake with the Pledge of Allegiance. Put your right hand over your heart and begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag, the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, good morning, everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a great Friday so far. We are so happy to bring back Bentley today. Bentley, how are you doing, buddy? How'd you been? We've missed you.
I've missed this too.
Hey,
glad to be back.
Good. Why don't we start by you telling everybody what you and your family, some of the fun activities you guys have been doing during the quarantine. What's been going on in your house?
There's a lot of things I've been doing the past time. We've been doing those drive-by birthdays for all our friends. I've played board games with my family. We've watched movies. Recently, I watched What About Bob? Really good.
Okay. Wow. All right. Great.
And we ride social distancing bikes around the neighborhood, and I play with my brother all the time. So, yeah, that's what we've been doing.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys have been busy.
Can you tell us something positive about the remote learning with your fourth grade class?
Yeah, we've all been trying hard, pushing through those technical difficulties, and we're so lucky to have a great teacher, Mr. Glover. He's always so funny and making it so fun, and he's encouraging us to do our best work. Yeah, it's great.
Shout out to Mr. Glover this morning, right? Well, great. Thanks for sharing all that, Bentley. Listen, we are so excited to bring Bentley back because starting today, our vice president of our student council will be conducting some interviews of special guests. And today we have the first special guest in that series, and it's actually my mom. So I'm going to bring my mom in. She's in the waiting room. Hopefully, boys, keep your fingers crossed that this works. We practiced last night and we had some difficulties, but let's see if everything works out now. Oh my gosh. Hi, Mom. How are you? Can you hear us, Mom? Okay, how about now? Can you hear us now?
Yes, I can hear you.
So, Mom, this is our president of our student council. That's Jake right there. Okay,
I'm not seeing Jake.
Oh, you're not seeing anybody? What about now?
You.
Okay. We're gonna pretend that you could see Jake, Mom. This is Bentley. Bentley, you can see my mom, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Good morning. Now I see you.
Okay, good. All right, there you go. So listen, this is my mom, Linda Kincaid. She's coming to us from Las Vegas, my birthplace. Mom, how's the weather in Las Vegas today?
It's very warm. It's nice, sunny, beautiful.
All right. Well, if anybody's been wondering where I get some of my characteristics from, and I could tell you that from my mother, I learned the value of hard work. She worked very hard and sometimes even held 2 jobs as I was growing up. So she was a great role model for that. She's a person that believes in people and trusts people. And I've tried to implement that in my own life. And I think, Mom, one thing that I learned from you as a kid was when I would go visit you at work, that everybody that you worked with was really part of your second family. And I've really tried to create that kind of a vibe for my staff at our school at Carpenter. So it's a pleasure to have you with us. Bentley, our vice president, has collected some questions that he wants to ask and that he's collected from students at our school. So Bentley, I'll let you take it away.
Okay. Morning, Miss Kincaid.
Good morning.
First question is, what was Mr. Martinez like as a kid?
You know what? He was pretty much like he is now. He had a very outgoing personality, friendly, kind, caring. He's just always had the ability to make people laugh. You probably know that, right?
Second question. What was Mr. Martinez's favorite activity as a child?
He liked sports. And I don't know if you know this, if he ever told you, he loved ping pong. And he was the ping pong champion in Las Vegas. He even had his picture in the newspaper.
Unfortunately, they misspelled my name. Instead of putting Joseph Martinez, they put Joseph Martini. But I still have the paperclip, though. I still have that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, our third question is, did he have a favorite toy or stuffed animal as a child?
I can't remember a favorite toy or stuffed animal, but we had a little dog. His name was Chico, and we rescued him from the animal pound. And he was the most pitiful little dog in the pound. He was all curled up in the corner and shaking and not groomed at all. He didn't look as good as some of the other dogs, but we knew, Joseph and his brother knew that was the dog we had to take home. And he had him all through his childhood.
And we couldn't figure out what to name him. And there was a hit TV show on at the time called Chico and the Man. And I said, hey, what about Chico? And it stuck. And he was the greatest dog ever.
He was.
Okay, our fourth question of the day is, what was the funniest thing you did in elementary school?
You know, we were thinking about this, and I can't really think of a specific funny thing that he did. And when he was in elementary school, they did have an aluminum can drive, and he went all through the neighborhood collecting cans, hundreds and hundreds of cans, and he ended up winning the competition.
Actually, Mom, I came in second place.
Second?
First place was like 2 tickets to Disneyland, and then second place was a Walkman. And I remember I got the Walkman as a result. But, a can drive at school. I think I brought like 22 bags of aluminum cans to school for that competition.
They were everywhere.
Yeah.
All right, the fifth question. Did he ever go to the principal's office?
You'd probably be surprised to hear this, but yes, he did.
Ooh.
Okay, so,
He
okay,
had a
Mom,
bit
just
of an
once.
altercation.
Yeah, it was just once. It was just once.
One time, only once, but a child accused him of tripping him, and after school, he caught him in the playground, and they got into a fight. He hit Joseph in the nose, and when I got to the principal's office, Mr. Martinez was covered in blood. Covered. His shirt was torn.
Okay, enough, Mom.
The
Enough.
other
Okay,
boy,
hold on.
little boy looked like nothing happened.
Okay, so hold on. Let me just say, when I was young, I used to get bloody noses all the time. I would get them when I slept in bed. I would wake up and my pillow was full of blood. And so he did bonk me on the nose. And unfortunately, it was like a waterfall of blood coming out. And so I was covered in blood when my mother came to pick me up. But that was the one and only time I went to the principal's office.
The only time.
Yeah.
Is it cool?
All right, who's next?
Wow, that was harsh. My brother has bloody noses all the time. What was his best subject, and what was the subject he had a harder time with?
I think his best subject was English and writing, and his hardest subject was mathematics. Right, Joe?
Yeah, I would say probably math was my hardest subject just because we really weren't allowed to talk to our classmates. We didn't work in groups, and it was just a lot of drill. And that wasn't my thing. I preferred to work in teams or to be able to be creative with stuff. So I think I did struggle in mathematics for that result. Yeah.
Okay, our seventh question. Was he a picky eater? What was his favorite food for lunch at school?
He was never a picky eater, and he lived right across the street from the school, basically exactly right across the street. And he used to come home for lunch. Yeah. So he didn't really eat at school that much.
Yeah, so we were allowed to go home for lunch at our elementary school. Shout out to Allie Hudson, home of the Honey Bears. And so I would walk across the street and have one of my favorite sandwiches, probably a peanut butter and jelly, or I don't eat them anymore, but I remember fried bologna sandwiches for some reason. But I would go home and eat. That was fun.
All right, the eighth question. If your son wasn't a principal, what other job do you think he would have or he should have?
I think that Mr. Martinez would have been a great politician because he has an amazing ability to organize. He's kind. He cares about his community, cares about his family, his friends. I think he would just make the community so much better. I think he would have made a great governor.
Wow. Oh my God. Thank you, Mom.
I agree. Our ninth question, last question of the day. What is your favorite thing about your son?
My favorite thing about him is his personality. His outgoing personality. He brightens a room when he walks into it. He always makes everyone around him feel good. And I think that's my favorite quality of his personality.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you, Mom. So listen, my parents separated when I was in elementary school, probably around kindergarten, first grade. My mom remarried. Is my stepfather, is Willie
Yes.
nearby? Bring him on the camera. Let's meet Willie. This is my stepfather, everybody. Hey, Willie.
Hi, good morning, gentlemen.
That's Bentley and that's Jake. Willie and my mom, Linda, got married sometime in the late 80s. I should probably know that exact date, but
89.
89. And Willie's been the best stepfather that I could have ever asked for, and great-grandfather to my children. So really, really appreciate you guys joining us this morning.
Oh, it was a
It was a
pleasure.
pleasure.
Yeah.
And both, you did amazing. You were very, very, I love talking to you.
Okay, we're not done yet, though, Mom. We're going to do the words of wisdom now. Okay. So everybody ready for the words of wisdom? Boys and girls, do you know what destiny is? Our destiny is basically our destination in life, where we are headed. Someone once said that.
Destiny is not a matter of chance. It's a matter of choice.
When you go on a vacation, your destination might be your grandmother's house or campground. Your family chooses the destination, right? But today we're not talking about vacations. We're talking about where you are headed in life. Not just in school, but in the big wide world.
What destiny will you choose? Will you be a great teacher? Will you be a nurse or a doctor? Maybe a principal? Today, ask yourself what choices you need to make to get where you want to be tomorrow.
With something to think about, this is Mr. Martinez.
And Bentley.
And Jake.
And the principal's mother.
Make it a great day.
Or not.
The choice is yours. Everybody, we want you to have a wonderful day. Mom, thanks so much for joining us today. It was a pleasure having you. Bentley, so awesome to have you back. Jake, as always, appreciate you and your leadership.
Thank you.
Everybody, we want you to have a great day.